I hope everybody's having a good Friday. It's a beautiful day here. Probably won't get to spend much of it outside though, because that wind is still pretty cold in my throat. It's just not that good. And the dog is in here, and little man is home today because he's sick too. So it's going to be an adventure, but we'll see what we get. Kat's supposed to read to us today from the techno feudalism, which, ooh, and she's here. Oh, good. Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Ugh. I'm doing a new setup, so I'm just trying to get myself together here.
Oh, it's good. Bye, Yanis.
Yeah, Yanis Yarvakov. He's Greek, I think.
Oh, wow. That's a U? I was going to call that a V.
No, that's a V.
Varoufakis.
Varoufakis.
Wow.
Yanis Varoufakis.
That is an unfortunate last name.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. So
in Anglophone circles, that's an awkward last name.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome.
Yeah, just the world's fucked, but I'm good.
Oh yeah, right, yeah, that. That.
Well, I mean, World War III started, so that's that.
Yeah.
They're not saying it. Well, the mainstream media is not saying it, but everywhere else and out of the country, mainstream independent media, yeah, because it is technically World War III at this point.
That's great. But how would you know when it started and when no one's declared anything?
Well, because it's all
Girl,
the
I'm being facetious.
No, I know.
Okay, I'm just saying because the United States government didn't declare shit because you need Congress to do that, and they didn't go through any of the proper channels. Is all I'm saying, really.
Oh yeah, I know, but yeah. For anyone who doesn't know, if the whole world is participating, it's a world war.
No, yeah, but
they basically are, right?
Like, it's going to be one of those things where historians get to pinpoint. Great. No, it's just one of those things that historians are going to get to pinpoint when exactly whatever started because, while you're living through it, no one declared anything. They just kind of started doing shit.
Well, people have declared it, just not the United States.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
At this point. But I'm just saying it probably started before anybody actually declared anything. Yeah. Is all I'm saying.
Well, that's what some people were saying. And it was inevitable. And it was basically started yeah. I would agree with that.
Yeah. And so historians are going to come up with they're going to pinpoint some moment that those of us who lived through it missed,
Yeah.
Because, we have lives.
Or if we still existed then, if Roosevelt doesn't decide to go off on a nuke.
Okay. All right. So I was thinking I might do a video about the apocalypse just because, why not?
I love it, because why not?
If it might be the last one I can't think like that. Kat, I genuinely cannot. Because does it matter? It's like the inverse of Pascal's wager, okay? Like, if I choose to believe that the world will continue and then it doesn't, does that matter? That I was wrong?
I don't know.
I feel like it doesn't.
I think it matters. I think it matters to be honest, since we are still alive. And
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I choose to continue to believe that the world will continue, and then I'm proven wrong, does that matter?
Yeah, I think it does.
Really? I should just go. I should accept the fact that
depending on what you do, with the knowledge that you have of reality, then you might be able to change it. Without
if I continue to try and build a future despite,
well,
the odds.
That depends on what you choose to do. Just
girl, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, why are you making this hard? Like, I'm gonna continue to, act like the world will still be here next year, I am. I'm gonna do that.
Well, you can do, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if that's what you choose, okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, what? Yeah, I mean, it really, because otherwise, with like, it's sort of what you call that. It's the thing we were all speaking out against last year, preeminently acquiescing, right? I'm sorry, I'm not quite all. I've, as you could probably hear, it was the flu actually we had. So,
yeah,
it's sort of thrown me for a loop this week, and you can probably hear in my voice that I'm not quite all here yet. But
that's okay. I can.
Yeah. So no, but like to just admit defeat, before it's over, I feel like that's.
But that's the thing. You're taking that knowledge about what's happening and saying that because because of the reality of it, if you understand the reality of it, means that you're doomer. That's not being a doomer. That's just saying it for what it is.
I'm not arguing that we're in the war. I'm not arguing with that. I'm just saying.
I know, but very apocalyptic war, and that's
because
just the truth of the matter, right? Like that doesn't mean that.
This makes me really angry because
of course,
I was trying to talk about
right now because we're not actually dead yet, but having an understanding of the really great possibility that shit's gonna stop it, cat. That shit's not very good is probably really important.
Oh, I don't mean to say that I'm going to ignore it. I guess I don't mean that. But like, I just why it's difficult to wrap my mind around, honestly, because I don't believe in Jesus. So how on earth exactly anyone is doing all of this for that boggles my fucking mind. I
think it's mostly for power, right?
Hi, Belle. No, honey. A lot of these people actually do believe that stuff.
A very small amount believe that stuff in America, but say like Israel's are secular.
Right.
Israelis are secular. They don't believe in that shit, but they're playing on that. But it's like, but it's for a power play. It's a power play.
Then why would they? Okay. I don't understand why it makes any sense to try and make a power play by destroying something. Okay, what do you have power over then? A pile of rubble?
They're losing and they are going to lose their power. They'd rather die than lose that power.
Just got off work and I'm on my way home, so I won't be talking, but I'm listening. Want to hear how you two are getting on? Okay. I think at the moment we're arguing about the end of the world. Which, you know what? Mwah. Love you, honey. Oh my God. Like that just puts it in perspective, doesn't it? For me anyway. Like, wow, okay.
But that's the thing, and that's crazy, I know, but that's how some people with power see shit sometimes. If they can't have power, then everyone else must suffer for it. They'd rather die than lose their power.
I guess. I guess. I don't get the impression that any of those people are worried about their own deaths at all for whatever reason.
Well, yeah, because they'd rather die than not have power. So they don't care if if that's the way that has to go, then that's the way that has to go. That's the way they see it. Not everyone else. And the thing is, if you have that sort of knowledge, then you can resist being complicit in it. That's why it's important.
Wait, complicit in what?
Complicit in it, like listening to the propaganda, like being for the war, or because right now they're thinking that right now there's a great possibility that people are going to get drafted.
Yeah.
But if nobody is complicit and nobody is complying with the rules that they've set out, then maybe it'll accumulate into something into actual I don't know, revolution, overtaking it. You never know. But if people don't acknowledge the truth in the first place, then it's absolutely complicit.
Well, I'm sure that this is my personal bubble, but I haven't seen very many people really enthusiastic about any of this.
Well, no, I know. Well, in America it doesn't seem like it, but in Canada, we'd be surprised.
Mm. Fortunately, there are not very many of y'all.
Yeah, thank God.
I mean, you guys have what, a population
Canada,
of 30 million or something like that, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to say I read somewhere it was about 10% of ours, and we're about 300 million, so that makes y'all about 30 million, right?
Yeah.
Mostly in the cities.
Seriously, out of like every Canadian that I know, that even in independent media, I think there's about one who's like actually got a grip on reality of what's going on. And like,
you know, I'm acquainted with several of y'all actually who I don't think y'all know one another. And so I get really interesting various like snapshots of from up there. You know, and one of my friends is like super anti-vax and like very, very frankly, she would fit in better around here in East Tennessee than I do, I think. You know. And we're friends from years ago. And we're more acquaintances at this point. I haven't actually talked to her in a while, but I see her stuff and I'm just like, wow.
Well, I mean, the bigger picture would be, is she for Israel? Is she for Ukraine?
That's the thing. She doesn't mention these topics.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the biggest problems.
And I'm just like, what? So, you know, it's not for me to tell people their views, right? And I don't feel like I know her well enough to step in and be like, hey girl, what about this and that meal? You know?
Well, if someone has those views, I'm not acquainting with them. I'm just not at this point.
Well, it's like I say, it's more of like, I don't know. I have various people that I keep tabs on because I consider them like bellwethers of the corner that they're in that I don't want to live. You know what I mean? So it's like shorthand for like keeping a little bit of an idea of what the fuck is going on in the world.
Yeah.
So just because I don't agree with somebody doesn't mean I'm going to unfollow them.
Well, I would follow them, but I would not actually like have a civil conversation with people that are for my own death and the death of everyone else. Because that's basically what you are for when you are for like what's going on in Ukraine and Israel. You're colluding and being complicit in the humanity's whole death.
Which brings us back to the apocalypse, which is, you know, I just can't. I can't wrap my head around that. I sincerely really I'm sorry. I've lived in this country my whole life, and I don't understand how there are so many people out there who apparently believe this stuff.
Yeah. Well, America's actually getting pretty good. Like they're trying so hard to get people to go along with it. Like they released information about Iran striking California. You know, for the FBI gave them, and then they had to pull back because everyone's like, okay, false flags coming. So they pulled back and say, oh no, never mind. Like that, like they're having a hard time trying to gain momentum for this. Like, but in Canada, everyone's like,
because nobody believes a damn thing they say. It's amazing to me that y'all still trust your government to that extent, because that's the problem we're having here. You're right. Nobody believes a damn thing those people say.
Exactly. And I can't believe Canada is so dumb. That we are literally the new America. You guys have surpassed us with your brain capacity as a collective brain capacity thing in Canada. In Canada, all the supposed left are still fucking like tweaking out on their liberalism.
You're right. Right. And like there's still plenty of that here as well, but
and then you got fucking the right wing or whatever. They're not libertarian at all. They're just like, we should separate and go and become American like MAGA. I'm like, really? There is no MAGA in America anymore, because even the right wing libertarianisms and stuff like that are against the war and are against fucking the actual conservative government there.
Right, right. There's so few war hawks left in this country, which is amazing
Yeah.
to me, actually.
Like even the
That's
right wings, like that, like regular people that have like independent media on the right wing. I might disagree with their economics, but they're like, no more wars, no more empire. We need to stop this. So like
right.
that's something that's commendable. Not
It,
Canada. Canada is totally liberal or totally just like the conservative when it comes to the status quo. They're both in on it, like full on, except for maybe one or two people that I've ever seen.
yeah, and the issue here is that there's no one in the government that really represents these views.
There's like Thomas Massey, who's always been against Trump. He doesn't take APAC money. And he was him and Arcana, I think his name is, which is a Democrat. Actually, are those two in government were the reason why the Epstein files got released in the first place. Like when they redacted all that shit and they brought it up and they like so that people in Congress had to go look at it without the redactions. And like so at least they're trying. They're trying.
No, yeah, there's clearly some people. Okay, maybe not nobody, but like,
but see, in Canada there is nobody.
Ugh.
Not a single person, because they've secretly like created these committees to allow to be in a party. So one of what's his name? Yves, he tried to go into the NDP just to get into the government to at least have like a momentum of like anti-imperialist, anti-capitalist war, right? And they blocked him out because I guess now there's a secret committee that literally selects who can actually go into the party. And like it's not elected. They were not elected committees. They were just placed there. So you've got an actual committee is blocking people from entering government.
Wow. See, if that were the United States, I don't know about out there, but around here, that would be unconstitutional. You can challenge that in court.
Yeah, I guess we don't have that.
Or nobody's acting on it. I'm really unfamiliar.
Well, I'm pretty sure they would be doing something if they could. I mean, they're trying, and like they're, but yeah, it's. I don't think there's anything that we can really do. We obviously know this is unconstitutional, but there's no law.
Well, right, but that's why you take it to court and then legal precedent. It's this weird concept
You have
where
to pass a law to make it illegal first.
No. If there's something in the Constitution that says people aren't allowed to do that.
What I mean by unconstitutional, like that would make sense, but there is no like actual. Sorry, I missed. Yeah.
Okay.
I can see what you mean now. Yeah, no. I'm saying that there is. I know it's not constitutional, but it is in Canada. I guess.
Right. Okay. I'm not familiar with y'all's, founding documents, I guess.
Yeah, the way that they sneak in laws, the way that laws get passed, it's horrible. It's horrible here. This is why we've like gone so fucking bad, is because we are like sneaking in laws past fucking any sort of open debate.
Wow.
Over them. Yeah, it's just incredible here. It's
incredible. And people like to bash the United States, and I will, but it's like the kind of thing where if I didn't think that it was worth improving upon, I wouldn't bother. Like, I don't know.
There's instances of like things that are good, but I don't think improvements can be really made. You have to really overthrow capitalism. Oh, that's foundational, right? But the fact that you have like such free speech laws and like the way that certain things are done, like there's some ability to like get like there's avenues to go through to really do that, right?
Yeah. On the socio-political side, economically, I agree with you. Capitalism.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Oh damn. No, but he's good. His name is Yves something, but he has the Canadian Foreign Policy Hour podcast or whatever, and He goes live every once a week and stuff. So
Cool.
yeah, because they blocked him. NDP blocked him. I can't believe that. And NDP is supposed to be like the, you know, the more democratic than the liberal, but it's not. It's super status quo, like lick the asshole of liberal.
It is so just. I'm not sure which piece of literature to reference for this. But the thing where I want to say 1984, but I feel like that's wrong. Where, you know, they label something the thing that is the opposite it really is.
Yeah.
So of course
even
the Democrat Party.
We have a Green Party, but they fucking suck. They're just as liberal.
Oh, weird.
I know. They're just as pro-capitalist liberal, like, which is like what's the point of having all these different little parties then alongside with it? You're just going to be as liberal as fuck.
The media up there must be so completely captured.
Oh yeah, and there's another thing with the media I found out is because of certain laws that were fucking put again, just rushed right through. There's been the ability to remove independent media. So we're basically got either completely privatized by Bell or Rogers, or you can have the Canadian Broadcast Associate, like corporation, which is like the government funded. So they're all bad. And the and independent media can't get put forth digitally. So you can't, they can't actually like.
Why?
There's some sort of bill. There was some sort of bill that was passed. I have to, about the enforcement of sort of media, mainstream media sort of like centering, and that for any sort of like platforms, social media platforms cannot enter like host it, sort of like it's really but you get still a little bit, but like the way that they get shadow banned. There's a certain law. I have to look into it more because I just sort of found this out. So instead of any sort of like independent or other community like funded or owned media gets shadow banned in Canada. Yeah.
Wow.
So there's been a completely blackout of the ability to like give any sort of media coverage of anything that isn't part of like the three major like outfitters of the media in mainstream media in Canada, two of which are privatized. One is government.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, and that's the flip side to that hyper individualism. Like, you're just never going to convince Americans to do that. You know, because they're like, but what if I wanted to start a radio station? I've always kind of wanted to do that. But what if I wanted to do that? Fuck that shit. Not doing it. Like,
actually,
I'm not voting for that.
America would love. That's actually something America would love, and they've been trying to do it, but they've been going about it by funding different supposedly independent media, but they're getting funded by like private corps.
Right. So they have to.
But they would love to have that law.
Lampshade it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And there's a big. Have you heard?
When it comes to laws and passing through a law, there's a different like avenue that America has to go through to do that. So they haven't been able to really enforce that sort of like mainstream, like propagandized media, where Canada has. They've been able to like oust anything that isn't privatized or government.
Wow. No, and that just would never fly here. That's crazy.
Because it got me curious because there was something going on at, like a House committee meeting where there's like different people in media go to a committee and they express like any sort of concerns, right? And that you get to like speak out, right, and debate, and where you're not going to get sued for slander, right, by talking about different ownerships of the media. And there was a guy who got who got his show removed. He was on mainstream media, but because he brought on people that had a different sort of angle, they fired him and kicked him off, and made him do a gag order kind of thing. But because he's at this like meeting, he was able to speak up, and he did say something. So that's interesting. So that's good.
Yeah.
But like even then, like, is anything going to change? Probably not. So
that all sounds really bad. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been interested in that just because like of how bad the propaganda is this culture in Canada is, that I was trying to like figure shit out when it comes to that, right?
Yeah.
Obviously. So
oh jeez.
And even one of the speakers that was there that was like talking about it was like pro Zionist fucking conglomerate, going off about how lax Canada is when it comes to anti-Semitism. I'm like, oh my god, you jail people for even tweeting anything that is suggestive of, be like Israel is, an occupying like illegal state or something. And like, yeah. It's like, fuck. I'm like, stop that. Like we're not like fucking putting forth like Israeli first agenda, which we are, because we are. So to act like we're not is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. It's been very evident here in the States for ages. You can't. Yeah. How anybody could argue any other way?
Well, in Canada, it wasn't always this bad, but like it is now. So the fact that you're even trying to say that there should that Canada's mainstream media isn't focused on being for Zionist propaganda is ridiculous. You literally get jailed for tweets here. The guy that I was talking about was the Canadian Foreign Policy hour YouTube thing. He was jailed. He was jailed because he tweeted at someone who was very propagandist war Zionist. I forget her name. She was going off about something, and he counteracted her. No, you can't sit on the paper. Sorry. And they arrested him for 5 days, and because people petitioned, he was able to get the charges removed from that. But because people petitioned the judge and people called the police station inquiring, he's getting charged for that. I don't know how, but that how is that illegal?
For having people call?
Even though his charges were removed for hate speech, whatever, he's getting charged because people petitioned for his release. It's so fucked up.
That is.
Cat, this paper's not for you to sit on, honey. She's trying to sit on it.
Oh, because yeah, because it's supposed to be the center of your attention.
Exactly.
No, yeah. You're not allowed to read anything with a cat around. Heaven knows.
Right. Not to do anything. No attention on anyone but her.
Nope. I completely understand.
Say hi to the people. She's like right there, just waiting.
Our kitty is so much more subdued because the poor thing shares the house with 4 dogs.
Yeah.
So she sort of has her little corners that she keeps too, poor thing.
There's only cats here, so they're very, very particular and they're very, very demanding.
Yep.
Anyways, so
yeah,
that's Canada for you. Nice shithole.
Oh wow. Okay, give it here. Look, I got to repair a dog toy.
What's that?
It's a dog toy. I have to put it back together.
Oh.
Duncan, honey, let go. Oh, okay. Bye. Duncan, honey, you can have it back when I'm done. My goodness. I'm sorry. This is super noisy. You can probably hear my mother-in-law's TV too because the door is open. Oh my god. Did you hear that? The
Yeah.
explosion? Yeah. Oh my gosh. And like I know it's not productive to hate on different generations and whatever, but like sometimes I just have to watch some boomer videos. It makes me feel so seen. I still deal with that shit every day.
Okay.
People are like, my boomer mom called and she lives 3 states away. And I'm like, that's great for you. Do your parents live nearby? Do you get along with them at all?
What? Sorry, what?
Do your parents live nearby? Do you get along with them at all?
Yeah, remember, my mom lives with me.
Oh my god. Oh my, I'm muted because I'm trying to do this. Oh my god. No, I don't remember doing that. That's kind of crazy. You guys get along though, I'm hoping.
Yeah, we do.
That's cool. Is she as radical as you are?
No. Well, I remember at the beginning, she nagged me into like going to see a counselor to talk to someone, quote unquote. And I was like, fine, I'll do it, right? And whatever, that was fine. And then like late after that, I got a call from the place that I went asking me to come back. I was like, okay. Find out that after when I came back, or after the, going to talk to someone who's done, she called the place to be like, no, you didn't realize, like, she's like going crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, because I was becoming more political. And she literally it was like, no, she's got like bipolar or something. She's crazy. She's like going on doing all these things. Oh yeah. Oh, I was super pissed. This was a long time ago. This is when I first became more political. So
right.
I'm talking
Okay.
like over 10 years ago.
Okay.
Like,
wow.
Maybe around 20 years ago. More like 15
I'm sure
years
you
ago.
guys have settled your business. If you live with her, then I'm sure you guys have settled your business.
Things are becoming more, have escalated. She's more like, oh,
you were right. Yeah, right. I'm so tired of telling people I told you so at this point. I'm so tired of saying I told you so. I'm so tired. Like a year ago, I was making videos about how these people are a death cult. A year ago.
Yeah. Death culty.
No, literally.
No, I know.
And now everybody else is saying it. And I'm just like, where the fuck were y'all for that video? Nobody watched that damn video.
Yeah, it is death culty. But I've been like that for a while, talking about that for a while, just as much as you like. And
yeah,
I
you
had
probably
issues
watched
with
it.
my mom when it comes to that because,
is she like more mainstream Canadian, if you will?
Yeah.
Mm.
The majority of Canadians get any information from mainstream media. Like they trust their sources of mainstream media.
Right.
The majority of Canadians.
Mm.
So she was just like many. Yeah. And that's just weird to me because it's, at least in my view, at least in my perception, it seems that the mainstream media has gotten even worse, that it's super controlled, like thought controlled for both parties at the end of the day. And it's so obvious, but I guess it's not as obvious, but to me it seems like it's gotten even worse. Like it's been so.
I mean, that was another thing I'm thinking of making a video about is people are like, oh, our whole girlhood was groomed. And I'm like, y'all have no idea how far back that goes. Like, okay, it was not just Les Wexner, okay? Like, no. This has been going on forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm surprised.
Everything is just so curated. It's us also curated.
Yeah.
It's not just Canada. Sadly.
And the only outspoken independent in Canada is such a right-wing fanaticism that aligns with like American and like conservative neocons, basically. Which
right. Who's that?
Mind-boggling to me. I'm like, that's not really independent media. You're just going towards the mainstream neocon media sort of perception and like position. Like that's not independent.
No,
not critical thinking either. Like,
God, I haven't heard the word neocon in ages. Ironically, it sounds kind of antiquated.
Anti what?
Antiquated. Like it sounds kind of old fashioned. Like who are the neocons again? Was it the Bush era?
Neocons
like,
were the whole Bush era. You know.
Wow. So like, not only is it mainstream, it's mainstream from 20 years ago. Wow.
Yeah. It is exactly.
That's weird.
I mean, look at Trump. He's like hosting like and like whatever. Like Marco Rubio is definitely an old school neocon. Same with Mike Huckabee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not to say those people aren't still there, but like everybody, like the bleeding edge of the
they're
right.
being propped up. Like you see them on the news all the time now.
Yeah. Which, what a career that's been, huh? Been appearing on Fox News for 25 years. Oh my gosh. But I apparently the bleeding edge of the right wing now like is slitting its own throat. Like freaking oh that stupid kid, what's his name? The super annoying fashy one with the pointy hair.
Oh, Nick
skinny little guy. Yeah, him. Is telling people to vote Democrat now.
I saw it, yep. That's because he's an op.
Owen, honey. I love you. Go watch your show, okay? You want lunch? Okay, I'll come make you lunch in a minute. Yeah. Scoot a boot. What was the last thing you said, hon? I'm sorry.
Oh, what was it? Oh yeah, no,
about Nick Fuentes. He's a what?
He's an op. He's an op. That's why he said
that. He's something. You think
because
somebody
he acts like he's like goes against the grain, but like he doesn't. Like it's been really hypothesized as he's just an op, and I mean that would make sense. Like an Alex Jones type of like spinoff.
He's clearly an Alex Jones spinoff, but what do you mean? Like that it's obvious he's an op? Can you explain?
He's a Fed.
Right. Like how exactly? Ani, can you get out of here, please? I love you. Thank you.
He goes against things when he has to, when it's too obvious. But for the majority, his positions have been pro status quo positions. And he tries to like say, "Oh, well, vote Democrat." Why would you say that? Why would you try to like enforce people to be pulled into the left, quote unquote, right party? There's other parties. You can vote Libertarian. You can just the Green Party. There's other independent, but no, vote Democrat. That's kind of odd.
Like, it just struck me as a petulant protest. I don't know.
Well,
like, I can't have what I want for supper, so I'm not going to eat anything.
That's just an example. He's done other things that have been pro-Israel. He's like his positions are always really pro-status quo until there's too much of a resistance to that, and then he'll like sort of like curtail that. But then again starts to form another opinion that goes back into the status quo sort of narrative. Like he like going off, oh, like Charlie Kirk was like gunned down by like some trans furry boyfriend. Like that's a pro status quo thing. Like, oh, believe the FBI, vote. Oh no, now we need to vote Democrat. Oh, we should be like Israel. Like these are his positions. That's like it's
Okay.
That seems off to me. That screams off.
Well, there's definitely something off about him. I will give you that. And there's something off about how all of a sudden
tangible proof, but that's my hypothesis.
Well, and I wonder about him because of how quickly he became notorious. You know what I mean?
That's another thing. Where did you come from?
He popped up really fast. Yeah. And I was, I made a video about him before I knew who he was. Just because that clip of him saying, "Bring me a sandwich," was so damn funny.
Yeah.
And it was literally nothing other than that, because he's entertaining. Okay.
Yeah.
The way that he says, speaks made me fucking laugh. And I was just like, wow.
Look at his setup. That's money.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But, just because, you're not sitting in your kid's bedroom doesn't mean you're funded by the Fed.
No, but if you're like a new, like, fucking,
I can't believe I'm defending this kid. I don't mean to defend him. I'm not saying that.
But, like, the fact that he, like, came out not from like a scruffy sort of setup. He came out with money.
Right, yeah. He appeared out of nowhere with this really professional setup. That's true.
Exactly.
It has a very Brett Cooper feel to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does have a very Brett Cooper feel to it. You know what? The more I think about it, it really does have a Brett Cooper feel to it.
Yes.
Complete with the mannerisms and the way he talks and everything.
Yes.
And the way he kind of hovers around the microphone, like, that's practice. Speaking as somebody with stage experience, you have to practice that.
Exactly. But did he know? And he had all this setup all ready to go. And he just so happens to usually go with the mainstream, like, point of view until he's sort of forced to sort of, like, curb that because of, like, the whole, like resistant front, like,
And I just think it's really interesting because they've tried this a couple of different ways. They've tried this same trick in a few different flavors now I'm thinking about it. Because what's her name? Amala Kanubi or something like that. She's a black girl who does basically the same bit Brett Cooper does.
Yeah, okay.
Have you seen her? I don't know.
No.
Anyway, she's American, so I don't know. Maybe it doesn't send them to you. But I see her fairly often. And I've watched a couple of her videos, and she's much stiffer than Brett Cooper was. She feels a little less authentic doing it, and part of it's because she's a black girl saying shit that old white men say, which is just weird. But so they do. They have this. They've tried this same thing with several different flavors, where they'll like have a certain identity, say certain words. Okay.
Yeah.
What about Ben Shapiro?
Well, like, look at Ben Shapiro. Like, he has no followers. No one actually watches him. But where does he get his money? He gets his money from Israel, obviously. Do you think he's the only one? I don't.
I thought he just came from a rich family. His sister, they tried to make her a thing, too.
I know, but, like, when you have no followers, you don't make any money. You lose money. So the fact that you're still on with all this, like, professional equipment, you're still, like, you have all these supposed followers that you bought, but, like, that's how they started out. And then that's why they get big and that's why they get pushed. It's because they're not natural. It's not from a natural sort of, like, independent, like, and then, like, sort of, like, being pushed because of your thoughts and positions and your, viability to an audience. It's because you're being funded by something.
No, and I guess what I'm...
yeah.
No, I guess I'm just like in the case of Fuentes, they actually managed to pick someone charismatic.
Yeah.
Which they have trouble doing, it seems.
Yeah.
Because, obviously Ben Shapiro's been set up to be like this media mogul, right?
Yeah.
He can't even seem to keep a stable of talent.
Well, yeah, because like nobody watches them. Like they literally buy. You could see the if you go into his like viewers or whatever, and then you look at the ratio between like likes, comments, and then supposedly how many views he's got, it does not compute. Like they're not getting anybody actually interacting or engaging properly, and people are not liking it. But all of a sudden, you have like 700,000 people. No, I don't believe that.
Now, did you look into this?
You're buying your views.
Fuentes is charismatic? No. As far as right-wing pundits, he is, because he's funny. That's what I'm saying. He's got
stage presence. He's able.
Right, exactly. He's got stage presence and he has comedic timing. I don't agree with anything that he says, but he makes me laugh.
And he was able to capture an audience of like what they call groypers, which is like a bunch of like, you know,
younger... So they're not. So are those not bots? I mean, it's like fair. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean to say that I agree with him or like him in any real way. I'm just saying, as far as like stage presence, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got stage presence. He's able to actually garner an actual audience, even if the audience is like.
Well, and so that's what I was when we talk about Ben Shapiro, I automatically think of Candace Owens, who is frankly another one who I think is quite charismatic. She's bonkers, but she's got a stage presence. She's pretty good looking. She's very articulate.
She's bonkers in some aspects, but she's got a lot of actual. After Charlie Kirk died, and she does have a conscience because she was fired from there because she spoke out against Israel.
I know, and that takes guts at a Jewish firm.
Yeah,
right. Like guts or stupidity.
I think a lot of what she's got to say when it comes to Eric Kirk, the whole sort of TPUSA sort of propaganda position. Mm-hmm. I think I completely like trust in that she understands what she's talking about there, and she does. She's been proven a lot, and she's even taken like she's not just like right wing either, as in like she doesn't like just solely like positions herself on that side. Like when she had information that she wanted to release about TPS USA, she gave all of her receipts, all of her evidence to certain independent media outlets, one of them being the Gray Zone, which is super left. Because it's almost like, hands across the aisle without actually like, converting to one or the other, but actually helping out because we have a common goal, which is...
Right. But she's also like a David Icke level lizards control the world conspiracy theorist. So
what?
She's also a David Icke level aliens control the world conspiracy theorist.
Is she?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see now.
There are various people, Peter Thiel being one of them, who she sincerely believes are not human.
Well, I mean,
so
that's also
right. But really now, okay.
Because most of the time when people are talking about that, they're talking as a metaphor.
Address what Bell said. Yes. Oh my God.
I wouldn't trust her.
Charlie Kirk was a time traveler. Thank you for bringing that one up. I forgot about that one. Yes, right. Oh my God.
I don't know if she's a psyop or if she's just a little bit wacko.
Right. I like to think that one's real. I like to think that one's real because she's just a little too batshit to be a psyop. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't put my full trust in what she's saying. I just understand.
No.
I think what happened is that whole sort of coalition that went after Charlie Kirk, I think that really fucking because I think that they were friends. I think that she seemed genuinely upset with that, and I really do believe what she says when it comes to that position in that area.
But I think it really fucked with her reality testing ability to be right about that.
Yeah, I think she really just was out for blood when it comes to that, and so she spilled the beans on the workings of that.
Well, so she's right about some crazy shit, and then of course she ends up thinking to herself, well, other crazy shit is true.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's a psyop thing for just a different sort of a very elitist position where
I would legit be scared to sit next to her on the bus. I would be excited to sit next to her on the bus, but only because I'm convinced she wouldn't hurt me. You know, like I feel like I could.
I'm not scared of Candace. Why be scared of Candace?
No. Well, perhaps someone in a different identity might, not want to sit next to someone like that. That might be legit. Or maybe you just find her terrifying. That's also legit.
I don't find her terrifying at all. I don't find her terrifying
maybe
at all.
Belle
I just
does.
think that some of her positions are weird. There was another thing about some beekeeping.
Beekeeping.
Cult? I don't know, man.
Like, oh God. Oh wow, I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah, I was.
But you know what? She reminds me of my favorite
a beekeeping cult with a bunch of communists.
She probably does concealed carry. She probably does. Yeah. I wager she does.
I don't see Candace going out shooting people.
No.
Like randomly.
I wouldn't put it against her to go Bernie Getz though in the right situation.
A Bernie what?
Bernie Getz. You don't know that. Okay. Vigilante. I wouldn't put it against her to go vigilante under the right circumstances.
Yeah, but the people that she'd be vigilante against would probably not. We wouldn't fit into that sort of persona. So I think it would be fine.
They might be lizard people, but anyway, she reminds me of my favorite bumper sticker, which is that intelligence is like an all-terrain vehicle. It doesn't mean you don't get stuck. It means you get stuck in less accessible places.
Yeah.
Or more inaccessible places. And that Polly Market bets on whether Candace Owens gets the rest. Oh my God. Okay. Like, shorting reality is evil, right? Like, that's fucked up.
My stance is if she wants to fucking go after all the fucking nut jobs that are fucking like got billionaire fucking cash that like are Zionist fanatics, I mean, go ahead. I'm all for it. Get your gun, girl. I don't care. If that's her target, that's her target, and I'm happy.
Well, the pen is mightier than the sword, and her mouth is bigger than both of them put together, and I hope she continues using that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, right? Like, get them. If that's who you're targeting, get them. Like, I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to be cheering you on for that.
Yeah.
Am I going to believe that there's a bee cult of communists?
A bee cult of communists. Wow, I hadn't heard about that one. That like one could literally
going off about the whole Charlie Kirk thing. So I don't know if she's still on that, but I haven't actually watched her shit.
Right.
But
one could literally just make a career doing commentary. She's one of those. She's so prolific. One could literally just make a career doing commentary on her many positions on things.
Yeah, some of her shit is wild. Like,
yeah. But so, she's another one but she didn't seem to want to toe the party line, I guess.
Yeah.
They have trouble with that.
Yeah, that's what's very confusing. It's the same with Tucker Carlson, right? I'm like, because like he's been really anti-Zionist, anti-fucking war, anti-empire, but like
Scott.
I'm like, I don't know, man. Your father still was in the CIA. Like, I don't know if I can't trust you fully, and I don't think I ever can, no matter where your position is, because there's something off about that.
There's definitely something off about Tucker Carlson. Yes, please don't. Oh my God.
But I mean, he went to Gaza. He was actually detained in Israel, trying to leave Israel because he went there to interview Mike Huckabee, and like he really like put him on the spot. And so I'm like, well, that's all good, but you're still Tucker Carlson,
right?
So like, I'm like, I don't know, like you and Candace, like if that's who you're targeting, I'm all for it. But like, I still got my fucking one eye on you because I just still don't trust your ass.
Well, right, and he's the one who went and did a glory tour of a Russian mall, and he's like, "Oh, it's so much better over here."
Yeah,
their cities are so beautiful in Russia. It's like, bitch.
Why? Why is that bad?
Well, for one thing, you're not allowed to be gay there, so not really
Yeah, but
cool on the whole pro-Russian
you
propaganda.
can be gay, but you're just not really like it's not like they're just like often gay people there. It's just
No, you can
something
get
that's
arrested
not
for it
seen, but
though.
that's a big difference than how like the propaganda is out for Russia all the time. Their cities aren't bad. They look like fucking any American city.
Right, that's fine. But like going over there and like, you know, waxing about how beautiful it is, meanwhile they're, at least as guilty as also of, human rights violations. It's like
No.
weird.
America's worse. Canada's worse.
Okay. So we're pro
Like
Russia
Russia
all of
isn't
a
as
sudden?
bad as the propaganda has been trying to stream that it is. It just isn't. They've got their issues. Not like it's not perfect, but to point the finger and be like, "Why are you in?" Like, I'm sorry. I'm not for that. I'm not for the lies. I'm not for the propaganda of that shit. The only reason why it's so blatantly out there, that view, is because of the propaganda. How long have they had the Red Scare?
No. I'm not talking about a red scare. I'm not worried about communism. Look at Putin. What a
It's not
fascist
about
he
worrying about
is.
communism, but
Oh
then
my
so such
gosh.
human rights abusers? No, they're not. They're really. It's not as bad as it's been made out to be. It just isn't.
Okay.
Anyways,
I wouldn't be, you'll notice I'm not like promoting anybody going around the United States talking about how amazing our malls are because it would be
well, the
equally
United States is a
asinine.
terrorist fucking country. Like, I don't see Russia as a terrorist country.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
What the
like
fuck?
what kind of terrorism are they enacting against the world?
Um, Ukraine is the only thing that really comes to mind at
Ukraine
the
is a bunch of
moment.
pro-Nazis that were
But
literally
like,
killing people in the Donbass area. They were literally massacring them,
oh,
and they had
okay. So
bases with
Russia's the good
NATO.
guy in this scenario? Are you fucking serious? Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Russia has every right to they were the reason why Russia went in was because they were setting up NATO bases with America,
I don't
and
trust
they were
those people
killing
as far as I can
thousands of
throw
people in
them.
the Donbass
No,
region.
no, I don't trust them. I don't trust any of these people. Not them, not the Americans. What are you talking about?
It's not that I trust them. I'm saying that
You
they're not a
are.
terrorist organization. They had every
You
right
are
to defend
literally
the people
saying
there.
that they're the good guys in any scenario ever, which, like, I don't. Potemkin villages.
In
Fuck
every
those people.
scenario,
No.
no, I'm just saying they're not
In
acting as
any.
terrorists.
In any. Okay? I don't trust those people. They're not the good guys ever. Neither is the United States. No. Okay? That's ridiculous. I just don't know. That's
It's not about being good guys or bad guys. I'm saying, are they terrorists? No, that's not what they're doing. That's not terrorism. It just isn't. What was terrorism was us taking over Ukraine as a proxy state and setting up a color revolution and then installing the government and
uh
releasing from the prisons all the pro-Nazi factions. And now that they have militia groups of literal, actual Nazis.
which is so different from what we have over here. Like,
Actually, yeah, like because it's actual Nazis. Actual Nazis.
what? So what? They're German? Like, what are you saying? I don't understand.
I'm saying that they're pro-Nazi and they go out and they kill everyone, and they try to kill people. They literally killing people that are ethnically Russian there. They terrorize people. That's why Russia got involved in the first place. They were terrorizing the Russian ethnic citizenry. They've made it illegal to speak a Russian language in Ukraine. They burned a bunch of them in Odessa when they put them in a church and burned them all alive. That's Ukraine.
Okay. So
They have insignia and they go out and they are part of the government. They wear insignia on their like armbands. A lot of Ukrainians were pro-Russian, or sorry, not pro-Russian. They were pro-Nazism. They worked in the SS Waffen like coalitions. And the reason why I know this is because of how much Ukrainian propaganda is
the
in Canada
same
right now.
argument that people are using for the war in Iran.
What?
That there was terrorist shit going on there, so the world police needed to swoop in and take care of it. It's the same argument they're using for
Russia's
Iran.
not swooping in to take care of it. They took out the bases, and then they took the land. They're like, okay, that's where we're set up, because they keep on attack. They're the ones that keep on attacking Russia, and they said, don't side with NATO.
What do you mean when you say shit-faced? What do you mean by that?
Yes, yep, your guest is right. Yep, Ukraine crisis back in 2014 when we took it over, when we coup d'etat them.
Oh, okay. So what? Iran had enrichment up to 60% for 6 bombs. We still don't know where they hit it.
Are you talking about Ukraine?
Like, I don't know. I'm reading the
because
comments.
there's a lot of shit that we sent them, bombs, weapons, that they've now. Yes, exactly. Now that they all magically disappeared because they stole them, and now they disappeared, and now exactly. Not
Iran.
Yeah. Are you talking about Iran? Iran they've been saying that they have nuclear weapons and they're about to be making, like, they're about to acquire them for about 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
They've been saying the same thing. The reason why they're actually, and what they've been doing is they've been saving their ammunition for the war that they knew was coming since Iraq, which makes sense because they needed a deterrent. The only people that actually have nuclear bombs out there is Israel. And we have nuclear bombs, but they're not allowed to have anything to deter us. I don't know. We have no right to go in there for anything, even if they have enriched uranium. Why are we allowed to dictate that?
That girl talking is way off. Okay. Well, this isn't a tactical channel, to be fair. That's not really why we're supposed to be here.
No, it's okay. We can have disagreements and stuff like that. I just don't go along with whatever the War Department is saying, which is that's what they're saying.
But so like we just had the same argument in reverse a minute ago about Ukraine. Like I'm
not saying that Russia is going in because they claim that Ukraine has got enrichment of nuclear weapons and uranium and all that.
No, you're right. It isn't exactly.
I do know what I'm talking about. I'm saying you can disagree with me, but I think your views are bullshit. That's just the same thing that they're telling through the War Department. And you can believe the American War Department or really the Israel War Department. I don't.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I don't believe in Russia either. I don't believe any of that.
I'm not saying Russia's good. I'm saying Russia's not a global terrorist threat. Which is what basically the same thing as that, and that's exactly what America tries to make claims of, that Russia is like a biggest threat. No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, and I wasn't saying that it is.
I know. Well, I'm just saying I don't see it as a big threat. I don't. Because it's not a terrorist. It doesn't attack out of terrorist imperialist mindset. It's not trying to overtake a government or cause a regime change. Because that's what Iran's really about, is about regime change, right? It's about a coup d'etat. Because Israel wants it. Because Israel wants the greater Israel project to go forth, right? And that's why we're for it, is because we want the Pax Judaica, which is the greater Israel project, which includes most of what Iran is, and that's why they need to overtake it. And then they want to shift all the power base, the techno right here, the techno stuff, the technology,
You're right,
and all
yeah.
that.
You're right, yeah.
based in greater Israel. That's what it wants. And that's why this war has come about, not because of uranium, not because they're terrorists, just what they claim as an excuse. The reason why they're trying to get there is to try to make it into the greater Israel project, so they can have Pax Judaica.
Oh, the peace part sounds nice. Anyway, I don't know what to say to that. It sounds like a good introduction to the book, though. Right?
I don't know how well the book is, though, but I know.
Oh, great.
Well, I've never read it. This is so I can't say if it's good or not, but we can check it out.
I mean, I guess if we hate it, we can always stop, right?
Yeah, we can always stop.
If for some reason it turns out to be a bad book, I don't know why.
If anything, what I'm afraid of, it just might be a little bit too liberal mindset. I don't know.
What I'm afraid of is going to be too depressing. But I'm afraid of it is going to be too depressing.
I don't think so. It's not going to be as cynical as I am.
Well, I guess if you're worried about it being too liberal, then that wouldn't be the impression you've got. No.
Yeah. Because I've seen the sub chapters, right? Because we have sub chapters. Here, I'll show you. Right. So just because of some of the things that it's been said in the sub chapters, like as a title, leads me like, but I don't know what it actually says in that sub chapter.
Okay. But, hey, can you do us a favor and turn it 45 degrees counter? Yeah.
Okay, well, hold on.
Perfect. Now I can read it. A child's introduction to whoa, what?
A child's introduction to historical materialism.
Okay. That's great. You hadn't cut out this whole time, and you're finally getting ready to read. Then it cut out.
Yeah. And then we got From Heat to Light. Then we have A Most Peculiar Introduction to Capitalism, An Equally Odd Introduction to Money, Free to Choose or Lose, and then Father's Question. Because this, I think he goes into like his sort of childhood, where he got a lot of his like some of the views from his like dad or whatever. I guess I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, because I don't know. I haven't read it.
All right. Well, we'll see how far we. Yeah, I mean, we've been on for an hour. I'm going to come make you lunch here in just a second. She's going to get started, and that's what I was going to say. I'm going to get up and go make him lunch. As soon as you get started, and I mean, you want to read for an hour, and we'll see where we are. You don't have to do the whole thing. I know you have something to go do today.
Yep.
And Scott loves your name.
How far we get.
Dad or whatever. Oh, sorry. I think she's just, kind of speaking off the cuff there. And we're going to find out where he gets his views from. Oh, good.
Oh, Scott. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and show this. Sounds like a Karen, laughable. Like, this is a book that was written by some Greek dude. Okay, so if you think the book sounds like a Karen, pick it up with the Greek dude. I don't know what to tell you about that. Wow.
Maybe it's just the misogyny.
Maybe it is, because it's coming from a woman's voice. Hey, speaking of misogyny, What's her face? Amanda is still lurking because I got notified the other day that she reshared or edited where she had shared my videos or something like that the other day, and I'm like,
interesting.
That is interesting.
Oh yeah, sounds like a Karen. Oh, I sound like a Karen because I'm not pro-war.
Right. Whatever.
Fine, Karen. I'll be the cuntiest Karen you ever did meet. You're an idiot.
He's saying you sound like a middle-aged woman. Guilty. Oh no.
They're like supposed to be like hysterical, right?
I understand that.
I get passionate about war and about stupid people propagandizing war in Iraq.
Right. It's not hysterical. It's just called being a middle-aged woman. I want to reclaim that a little bit. Like,
if that's Karen. What makes someone a Karen, then be a Karen. I'd rather be a Karen than a pro-war, sheepdog.
Note that the girls' school that was bombed was in the part of Iran where Black Iranians live. Yep. So most of the girls killed were Black. Oh my God. I didn't know there was such a thing as a Black Iranian. That hadn't even fucking occurred to me.
Oh, they hate. Well, you gotta free the women there. Free the women. What they do? The first thing they do is they bomb a girls' school.
Oh well, we've already talked about how that is CIA propaganda, like straight up. We talked about that a few weeks ago, and how Gloria Steinem was saying that a few years ago, like, oh, for the women of Afghanistan, so please.
Well, that's because you got people like J.K. Rowling saying if you're not with the war, you're anti-woman.
Really?
Then they bomb a school, and then all of a sudden, quiet. Oh, are you liberating women now by bombing the shit out of their schools, little girls, and going to school? Yeah, bullshit.
Whatever. Serves me right for thinking I could look up to someone in this world, I guess. It's fine.
Right?
I can still hear you. I'm going to go make him a sandwich.
Okay. So chapter 1 is Hesiod's lemons. So
hello?
I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. I walked away so I can't see whether you're still there or not. Oh my God. I'll just take damn camera with me screen.
Those that can take will. Your views realized will cause second and third order effect. Can you survive a world like that? Can you?
Those that can take will.
Because
ouch.
You're not
Might makes
anything.
Right. Might makes right. Are you seriously making that argument? Do you understand how humanity works? Do you understand what a communal species is? Do you understand what a social species is? Might makes right is an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, you fucking idiot.
Who would probably kill them. They don't care about them. So that's this type of person. Will you survive? As you lick their asshole? I don't think so.
Look at this. These chicks are just clueless about geopolitics. Oh, okay. Calling us chicks is really putting us in our place, isn't it? You feel better? I bet you did.
I know. You're feeling better because you're literally a nobody.
Oh my God.
You think that what? Aligning with like an
airborne ranger. Oh wow.
It's gonna get you anywhere? It's not. It's not.
Watch out, girls. We got an airborne ranger here. Oh boy. So didn't you have something better to do than come along and pick on me on my own YouTube channel? Like, God.
Speaking like a sheep. Again, speaking like a sheep. Okay.
Which part?
Well, the fact that we're not literally like teabagging the balls of empire, obviously.
Oh yeah.
It's upsetting to them.
Right, yeah. As women, it doesn't exactly go in our favor to do that. You know, I don't know if you're aware.
I know you love the empire's chode, but we're not for that. Go romp with them, that's fine. Get pegged by them all you like.
I just was scrolling and had something to see. Ladies, have a great day. Yeah, I'm sure you feel that way. You too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
he can tell himself he was nothing but polite to those girls, and I just don't understand what their problem is. Nothing like the fact that I'm a 42-year-old woman. You're calling me a chick on my own YouTube channel. Get the fuck out
of here. Yeah, you have a great day too. Keep busting the balls.
Right, yeah.
All over your face.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Gross. Gross. You know, that reminds me. Like we still watch like the late night comics and shit. I don't know if you still do watch any of that shit. But we'll still take in some of that stuff. And I like to play a little game with myself. It's how many minutes into the bit will we get before I have to think about some random guy's junk? Because the amount that like television humor relies on dick jokes.
Well,
it's disgusting.
And I see it. I speak it how I see it. And what I see is someone who literally is bending over and getting fucked up the ass by Empire and like taking along with it and thinking that they're somehow genuinely sophisticated when they are literally fucking you over.
Wait,
like, do you not understand that?
Nostalgic. Look at that. I haven't been accused of hating men for like a whole year. Look at that. Oh.
Well, we have Scott here. We like him.
What did you say? My husband's
I think the only
one
who's on the outer, outs is you. It's not about men. It's about dipshits like you who like to get pegged. You are literally getting pegged, and you're trying to promote that. I'm sorry. That's offensive to you.
No bra Friday, girl. Be that. Okay, so on the one hand, you want to insult me, and then on the next, you want to talk about my anatomy. Okay.
She's not getting pegged by Empire. You are.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry if that makes you feel bad, but that's what you're doing, and I don't really like to, I don't know. To promote that. I think that you should see it how it is. You're getting pegged by Empire and you're trying to promote that, and you look just like the guy getting pegged. I'm sorry.
Way to go, Scott. Yeah, way to go, Scott. No, Scott's a friend, okay? Like, we've been hanging out for a long time. I don't,
but we hate men. But we hate men.
Yeah, but we hate men. Oh my gosh. Well, it's obviously like if something happens to them, then it reflects the entire world, right?
Of course.
It's the inverse of if something hasn't happened to them, then it doesn't exist. Okay. So.
Well, because it's sad because they're trying to be. It's the mentality of might makes right.
Yeah.
But because they're trying to align themselves with might. The thing is, it's a big club and you're not in it. You ain't mighty.
Right.
And it'll fuck you over. And as you're getting fucked over, you're trying to promote it. And you're wondering why people aren't going along with that. We're not wanting to get pegged.
Ooh,
you want to get pegged? That's on you.
I don't. Most to the point, I wish you'd stop saying that.
Because it's literally being fucked over by Empire. That's what you're doing.
Oh. Ooh, cannon fodder. Pick me. It's like the boy version of being a pick-me.
Yeah, exactly. Pick me. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You're a pick-me.
but the boy version.
It's the boy version of being a pick-me. Yep.
Yeah. Back, and apparently there's a troll. That's funny. Hi, Belle. There's no such thing as misandry. That's great criticism of male oppressive behavior. There's great criticism of male oppressive behavior in systems, but that's not misandry. So, like, okay. I'm actually going to disagree with you because there is such a thing as misandry. I've seen it. It happens. That's not what's going on here.
Yeah, no. It's the grasping at straws position.
Yeah. Oh, you want a couple of pickles? Of course you do. I made him a sandwich and I didn't get him any pickles. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Don't look at the inside of my fridge. It's broken. Our entire fridge door is just completely broken. Please confirm. Confirm what? No. I do believe there's such a thing as man hating because I've seen it. And but that's not what's going on here. That's not what we do around here.
Yeah, I've seen some man hating shit. But they don't
Especially
have any power.
No,
There's
right.
not much power in that position anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It does not effective.
That's true.
Which is good. We don't want that, but it's not something that needs to be concerned on. Because it's nothing that has any actual grip in reality. Even if some people have some sort of misandrist ideology, right?
Well, and for the most part, they are wounded people. Okay, people hate men.
And they're wounded people, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Women hate men because they have been severely wounded by them. In my experience, it's not a rational position.
Yeah.
But you can't really argue with them, It's like if everybody from a certain group that you ever met had abused you, you would probably, not want to meet any more of them, and that's understandable.
Yeah. So there's no so misandry as a big leading thing isn't systematic. It's more individualized, and it's a response and reaction to the hatred of women. Misogyny.
There's your sandwich.
But to step back from that and understand women as a class is sort of important, and that it's not just about a bunch of random men just hating women. It's systematic, and it's enforced within the culture,
right,
as well,
and taught to them from a young age, and in the media,
the birthing cattle that we're supposed to be for the working class. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, if there is, it's not a big deal. Nothing like male misogyny for women who are misogynists because they were seriously wounded and betrayed by men. Yeah, right. And then Triple says,
"Shut up, Scott." Okay. Are we melting, Snowflake?
Oh, you guys. What above? What are you talking about? Because you keep sending several things, so I'm not. We are all laughing our asses off here.
What are you even talking about?
No, apparently they're laughing their asses off about something. I'm going up trying to find what
for your
what
bet?
it is I'm supposed to. Yeah, I don't know what. Great, I did. Maybe his stuff is getting deleted. Not that I saw. I'm certainly not deleting anything. It's just there's a lot of comments. It's difficult to know which one, sincerely.
And I don't know why he thinks we care about his bet.
Well, I think it's funny, but we're supposed to be reading, so First he says, "Way to go, Scott," and then a few minutes later he says, "Shut up, Scott." Well, quite the bit. You're right. Right. Well, you know how it is when you got them big balls swinging around. They make you dizzy, I guess.
Or, Amanda, is this you?
It took forever to type. Damn. Yeah. Amanda, is this you? I really hope not. That'd be so I want her to, if she comes on, I hope she just come on, at this point. We're old friends, right?
Yeah, girl, I like you. Come back on here. It's fine.
Yeah, you don't have to pretend to be some man. If it's Amanda, I am screaming, right? Yeah. What a strange club we've ended up forming here, but I love it. It's fun.
Oh my god, I hope so. I hope that's you, Amanda. You little sneaker.
Yeah. I don't know why she'd pretend to be a man though. It'd be so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if it is. It's just that it's funny to think about it.
It is.
She'll come on with her name.
Right, yeah. Who's Amanda? Yeah, right. Well, that's exactly what you would say. He's the kind of man who turns against you at the slightest offense or problem. Right. Right. Yeah. Gosh. As a woman, you get used to that. I don't know. Is that a thing that guys usually experience from other guys? Really, Scott? That was weak. Will Savage says hi. Hi. Okay, it's my I truly
Hello?
know. I'm sorry,
Hello? Is that
I'm
you?
sorry. I'm here. I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
Ah, my tripod is being a bitch. Sorry. There we go.
That's okay. I don't think we're gonna have time to read. We might have to shift this to the next time because I'm gonna have to go. What time is it? Because it's
Your
already
husband
10:30 and we're not
continue.
gonna make it through, so we might as well just set it up for next time.
Okay. Okay.
Because
Next time
our
is
little friend here got us all got us all
oh my
laughing a
goodness.
little too much.
Oh my gosh, it's so terrible. I mean, we got another
Pick a team,
message.
Scott.
Rose before house.
Rose before hose.
Oh wow, yeah, that's fun. That's some classic stuff right there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Theoretically, I'm supposed to have a video out in 2 weeks, so I don't know if we're going
What?
to be doing a video. I'm supposed to be doing a video in 2 weeks, so
Oh,
I don't know if we're going to be doing a reading then. Do you want to just do it next week?
you can do it next week.
Okay.
Let's do it next week.
Okay.
Okay.
Next Friday. And
Because
then
I
we'll
just want to be able to do a whole chapter without having to cut
yeah.
it off because I have to go, right? Because I've got
Yeah.
an appointment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I quoted you another half an hour, and if we're not going to be able to make it in half an hour, you do what you've got to do.
I think you're right, Scott. That or it's
Yeah.
Amanda.
Right? I just subbed so I can do this
Well, I'm
again.
glad you're having fun.
You want to keep us from reading a book about techno-feudalism for some reason with hilarity? Okay.
Well, I mean,
That sounds
probably
funny,
want
I
us
guess.
to go into Peter Thiel shit. No, Scott doesn't need to bounce.
Iconic, to be honest. Yeah, right. Thank you. This is so much fun. Anyhow, the snow is melting here. Oh, well, that's good. It's
We're getting snow today, by the way.
Oh, you are. Scott said they already have snow there. Wow, it's beautiful here. I wish I could go outside. For kids?
For kids?
Hell yeah. What?
I think your brain may be melting along with the snow that Scott has. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. For kids, what are you talking about?
He subbed to keep us from reading the techno-feudalism book for kids, I guess. I don't know. For the children. Won't somebody please think of the children?
Okay, keep pearl clutching.
Oh my goodness.
My guy. Pick a lane.
Child's introduction to historical materialism, maybe. Yes. It's the lag in the convo.
It is. A child's introduction. Oh, yeah. Except for this is not just about kids. That's just the authors.
Right. It's his personal childhood introduction. Bounce, dude. You must be a bouncer at a bar. Yeah, right? Oh. Yeah, it's autobiographical, right? It's the author's childhood introduction.
Happened, so I don't know what to tell you. You're a little bit too late. You're like 40 years too late.
Right. It's the author's childhood introduction to historical materialism. Huh. Scott must be a baby boomer. I actually don't know that. Yeah, that checks out actually, because Scott's been around and was traveling the world in the 90s. So yeah.
Yeah, but he might not be an actual boomer. He could still be
bounce and go. Could be an Xer.
What's the next one? An Xer?
Yeah. Yeah, could be.
Nobody wants Scott to go but you. So no, Scott stays. If you want to get pegged again, you can leave. But I mean, Scott stays.
Well, and like we always, Generation Jones. Oh, it's the same as my mom. So what are you, 62? Something like that? Like 1960, 1962, something like that? It is different from being a boomer. It is.
Yeah.
You guys are meaner.
I think you're projecting something.
I know. Scott's the chillest dude in this whole chat ever. Are you kidding me?
And this is coming from me, someone who's a millennial.
No, right, yeah. Please don't start talking about men getting grilled again. Oh. He doesn't like that. When you talk about, yeah, I guess. I've heard that I've heard it hurts, yeah. Generation fucked up, Scott. Oh, I never knew that was a different thing. I've been calling my mom a boomer this whole time. Yeah, it's a micro generation. They grew up watching the boomers have the most fun, and they weren't old enough to participate. And then by the time they were old enough to participate, it was the 70s, and we were all in a recession. Sucks to be them, I guess. I don't know. And if you're my mom, you've ground that axe for the last 50 years. But not everybody is the same.
A boomer. I still think my mom is a boomer. So
yeah, my dad totally is. He was born in 1951, so there's a bit of an age gap between my parents.
Yeah.
So, my dad is hardcore boomer, and every day.
My mom acts like a boomer, so I'm just gonna say she's a boomer.
It's hilarious.
You tell about.
Yeah. The voice of experience. You tell him. Okay, you definitely should not be wearing a bra, but you definitely should not be wearing a bra, but that's beside the point. Shit up, Scott.
Shit up?
So are you wondering if I'm wearing a bra? Is that what the bet was about? That's bizarre. Well, that's the case for me. I was a 70s teen in NYC 70s. NYC? Damn, you got far from home, didn't you? Gross, but funny. Yeah. Best jokes are funny.
Mitch, shut up. I was just thinking that shit up was something that you knew about.
It seemed on topic.
You packing it? I don't know.
It seemed on topic, yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we did this today. Because the last 3 days I have woke up feeling okay and then steadily felt worse all day. So when I woke up feeling okay this morning, I was like, well, I'm going to feel like shit by noon.
Yeah.
And then by 11:30, I'm like, I actually feel okay today. Maybe I just won't feel like shit today.
Yeah.
So here we are.
It's because you missed me.
Yeah, well, that too. And thank you for rolling with me and being flexible. So he's gone from shut up to shit up. Wow, he's spiraling into total Delulu land. But now you feel great. Who feels great? What? The person who got the shit up? I don't understand.
Oh, okay.
I have that effect on people. Oh, okay. So you meant to come in here and cause all this hilarity? I like these ones.
I didn't know that that's all I needed was someone to come and make an ass of themselves, but that's okay. That works.
I don't know. It feels like the third heat we've been missing all this time. This is so funny. Oh.
No, Scott, it's been here for a while. I don't know you, though.
Right. No, Scott's
I know you maybe were trying to troll, but it didn't really work out.
Scott's just that way. I'm not. I'm legit. No, I think at this point, maybe they're both legit, and it's just that kind of, we have an amazing dovetail going on right here. Hey, and since we're talking about generations, which one are you? Triple, how old are you?
I know, that's why I know. Bruh.
I'm not or bro. We have nothing in common, nothing, not a zip, zilch. That's what I'm saying. You're coming from completely different angles on everything, and it's causing this amazing, like the waves behind a boat. What do they call that?
I wouldn't be calling anyone being a simp considering you get paid. You liken the
Gen
pagan.
X. Okay. So I'm going to guess 1973. Just going to throw that out there. It's a random stab in the dark.
I don't know. He seems younger.
Yeah, you want to say 78, maybe?
No, I want to say like younger, like he's younger.
Oh.
Dude's calling people simps, bro.
That's true. That's true. You sound like a 25-year-old.
I'm thinking alpha. Really? 51?
And you're extremely muscular. Well, that explains the lingo, because when you exist in that subculture, you're going to absorb it, aren't you? Right?
Yeah. Are you
that
a
makes
goiper?
Sense. Legitimate question. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's a good question. That's a good question.
Are you a groiper? You seem like you're giving off groiper.
Mm-hmm. And like, actually, I really hate the idea of a simp. That's really terrible. That's called being in love. That's called caring for someone. Being a simp.
You're handicapped by natural immunity. I have no clue what that even fucking means.
It's called having an autoimmune disorder, where your immune system is too strong for its own good.
Natural immunity?
That's describing an autoimmune disorder, isn't it? So you have lupus? Is that what I'm hearing? Immaturity. Natural immaturity. Immunity. I thought that said immunity. Oh my gosh.
That's me too. I read that.
Wow. That's weird.
Maturity.
Okay. Natural immaturity. Okay.
Immaturity. Okay.
Well,
we did. We just were paying that much attention to you. We just figured that is something you would come out of your fucking mouth.
Hey. Oh, I'm not perfect. Oh, shocking. Guilty. Oh my gosh, I can't be a simp because I have a steady girlfriend in my life. Oh no, that's good. That's what I mean.
Don't worry, Scott, he's not even like thinking about the things that he's saying. He's just trying to get you to go. Don't let him. Or Amanda, if that's you, don't let her.
Right, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really super clear on like what a simp is, because in all the context I've ever been able to find, it just appears to mean caring about someone. Long distance.
Okay, whatever.
Okay. Like they live together, I think. I want to say
they
Are you
live... Amanda? Are you Amanda?
Right.
I still have a little inkling that you might be Amanda.
Just because of how hard he's going at Scott. Yeah, right?
See, alpha. Okay, come on, dude. Bro, you're a groiper, aren't you? You're a groiper. It's okay.
I thought simp was pining for someone who's clearly not interested in return. See, and that would be a bad thing. But like, I don't know. I've seen it used far too often to mean like doting on someone because you care about them. We're finally getting snow that we didn't get all winter. Oh, good. Scott says they're finally getting snow, but you said, wait, I thought you said the snow was melting. I'm confused. Google says, the Phil. Google had a stroke. That makes no sense.
Or Triple Trouble's more handicapped in more ways than one. I don't know.
Yeah. Some allegedly heterosexual men simply could not imagine even liking a woman. Oh.
No, because they're all getting paid.
Right. Yeah. No. Oh my God. As far as the misuse of the word simp, yeah. Scott, don't change the subject. Oh, well, Scott is always updating us about weather in the Pacific Northwest. Get with the program.
Yeah, we got snow coming our way here too.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are fairly close to one another as far as world goes. Because you're both on the West Coast. Shut up, Bill. Who's Bill? Oh, Belle. Okay. We got the snow this morning. We've been on the warm side of the jet stream here, which is why we didn't get the snow earlier. Ah, okay. You've been waiting all winter? That does seem weird.
Yeah.
Shoot, we're a week out from the first day of spring now. Oh my God, Scott and triple boxing match. Can you imagine? I don't think that would be fair. Because
Money's
apparently we have like an Air Force Ranger. Was that what you said? I'm canceling the Phil and Scott.
What the fuck is the Phil?
Oh, he's talking about Belle. You're canceling Belle and Scott. Oh, okay. Watch out, you guys.
Yeah.
Triple's canceling you. Whatever that means. How does one person cancel somebody?
You feel bullied?
Oh, right. You're the Phil. Yeah, right. You feel bullied? Okay. Well, okay. Now you're laughing. Laugh crying with you. Okay. So as long as we're laughing. Okay. Because I was going to say, surely a fella such as yourself can handle himself in a room full of pansies like us, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, that was cute. I'll try harder. Okay. They had an episode of Supernatural called "Shut Up, Dr. Phil." It's a season set. You know what? That's a great title. I don't really like that show. Yeah, I don't really like that show, but I like that title.
I like that title.
Yeah, I think that show is one of those shows that, like, if you find the leads attractive, you will follow them anywhere, and if you don't, you're like, what is this?
Right.
That show ran for way too damn long. I don't understand a bit of it.
I'm more of a Buffy kind of girl. That's what I used to watch.
I never meant weak and
I
title
liked Buffy.
was.
Buffy was funny. Buffy was great, except for the last couple seasons.
Yeah, I spent my childhood in the woods. I didn't watch Buffy. I don't know.
I liked it.
It's good.
It was funny. It was
right?
funny.
Yeah.
It was good.
No,
it was horror. It was really camp. I liked
right.
that. It was really camp.
Right.
That was what.
Why one of the things that didn't appeal to me about it, honestly,
you like camp?
At the time.
I do like some
when
camp.
I was 14, I didn't like camp. You know, when it was on the air. Okay. And then since then, I'm like, just not, I don't know. It's not up there. I want to say it's not up there on my list of TV shows to catch up on, but I don't actually have a list like that.
Okay, have a great day too. Think about not getting paid. Question.
I watched all 15 seasons faithfully from the beginning. Wow. Okay, so that wasn't because you were attracted to the. That's what I'm saying. That show ran for way too long. I watched both Buffy and Angel. I also watched Charmed. Oh wow!
See, I didn't really get into Angel because he wasn't really a favorite character of mine, even though everyone loved him. Yeah, I found him to be annoying. But yeah, I was a big Buffy fan for a while.
Hey, you know, I've heard that from many people who I'm close with. A lot of people around our age. We're big Buffy people back in the day.
Classic. Buffy is a cult classic TV show. Like it's got its own little thing going on for a good reason.
Right. At this point, right.
One of the things I loved about it was that they had no problem. They'd surprise it because they wouldn't like mind actually killing off characters that were like main. And then you had all that. They had like a lot of the quips and lots of puns, lots of just like campy shit like that, right? But like,
and there's a musical episode. I've been told
it was good writing.
And I've heard there was a musical episode. So
yeah, that was in the later seasons. Fun. I wasn't a fan of season 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't meant to go past season 5.
Okay.
And I think the fact that they got more seasons, and even though they already had a trajectory to only season 5, I think that was a big problem.
I liked season 4 of Angel, where they had the Beast and where Willow battles the super being possessed with it. Wow. Not only Did I not watch those shows? I wouldn't remember them that well 30 years later. There's no way. I don't remember. Like, the only reason I remember how Game of Thrones ended is because people still complain about it. I just don't have the retention for that shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
And based on like I don't know, media is so scary. I don't watch it. There's so many bad messages like we were putting in. We were watching
this is around the time like I started watching Buffy like in elementary school. That was when it came out.
Right.
I don't have that critical thought processes going on in my head at that age.
Right. We were kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the reason I avoided that one was because it was popular.
See, it wasn't popular where I was from. I didn't know anyone else watched it.
Well, my dad's a Wiccan priest. Okay, you got to remember that. So when any like all of the media, the supernatural, the witchy, all that spooky shit that was on in the 90s was.
See, I'm a big horror fan. I love horror. That's another thing. Like I'm a big horror buff. Good horror.
Well, good horror. Obviously.
Not the slasher type of horror, not like Friday the 13th or anything, but actual like horror. Yeah. I'm a big fan of horror.
Supernatural avoided the mistakes that they made on Buffy. They kept introducing new and novel ideas and storylines. But with 15 seasons, one would hope. What would you consider to be good horror? Willow was a badass Wiccan.
Actually, a new horror movie that came out that was really good is Bring Her Back. I think that one was really good.
Okay, I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah, it's done by it's an Australian horror movie.
Right on.
I really liked Hellraiser, the first two only, no remakes, no nothing like that. But I also read The Hellbound Heart, and I really liked that novella, so that probably has something to do with it.
Who is that by?
Clive Barker.
Oh, okay. That's a name I know. He does more suspense thrillers, doesn't he? Or am I mistaken about that?
Clive Barker, not really thrillers. It's horror.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that is true, but it is true. Women love horror.
It's cathartic. I think, because it's cathartic. Our real lives are about blood and guts and like psychological horror and body horror and all that stuff. That's our lives. Right? So
and I love campy horror. I do love campy horror.
Nice. Wow, we've got some big snowflakes out there right now. Well, congratulations, I guess, right? You sound like you're happy about it.
There's a comic called Dorohedoro, which is like one of my favorites things to read. It's so bloody and gory. Like it's like to a point where it wraps around to being funny. So it's a comedy as well. So it's very camp. And self-aware, kind of like how Evil Dead is camp, because it's so over the top that it became funny. Like that's the best. I've seen actually Evil Dead on stage as the play because it became off-Broadway play, and I went and I saw that down in Victoria, and like we got the splatter seats, so we got like splatter guts and gore and stuff like that on us.
Wow.
It was great.
Sounds like a night out. Yes, that's why they think that women like horror movies. One wonders about young men. Horror movies also have a high rate of passing the Bechdel test. The one exception are chick flicks. Oh. The ones that are higher than horror movies. That's funny. I mean, I guess you got to give the girls at the sleepover something to talk about before they all get slaughtered, right?
Another one of my favorite movies is actually a Canadian horror movie called Ginger Snaps. I love that one.
I've heard of that one.
Because that one is coincides with like actually like with going through puberty, and it's sort of like kind of correlates with what goes on with the plot when it comes to Ginger Snaps.
So it's like an analogy.
It's a werewolf movie.
Oh, it's an allegory. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, an allegory. And so it kind of like develops this like it's really interesting. I love that one. I just do. It's another cult classic.
Right on. Had an entirely female cast.
Yeah, that one I like that one too. That one was good. Except for I felt really bad for the character who got left behind, because I just think I think that what was her name? I can't remember her name. But yeah, I think that she just got a bad rep because of like one mistake that she's made, and tries to like overcompensate, and it gets her fucked over in the end. Yeah. I don't want to spoil anyone, so I'm not really discussing it in depth. Cat. Come on, move away. Move away. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm still here. That's great. I love you. I had to pee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, I like horror movies. It's good.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know if I have the constitution for them. I'm trying to think of the last scary movie I was in.
Well, there's a lot what's going on now in terms of movies have just been pathetic.
Well, right. But
And generally speaking, like generally, movies suck. Especially now, like it's just, and there's no good TV shows, there's no good media, there's no good like, sort of like
no, and there never was. That's the thing that kills me. Is the more I think about it, the more I realize that there never was any good media. It was always propaganda. It was always curated to
but
fuck us.
the media that I usually adore is outside of Hollywood mainstream media. Like the movies that my favorite types of media have been from other places. Like my favorite movie of all time is Pan's Labyrinth, which is a Spanish film.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, there's exceptions to every rule, I suppose. Carrie was a strongly female-themed movie. All the important characters were women. Right, yeah, and I have mixed feelings about that, honestly. Like, there's a positive portrayal.
Pan's Labyrinth was Spanish. Bring Her Back was Australian, independent. And then Ginger Snaps was Canadian, but it came out in 2000, so it was when Canada had a better grasp on like independent media shit. Where there was like where they actually like sort of helped like without any sort of bias out with getting grants for independent media shit. Because we used to have a strong like media, like grassroots independent media too. But that's gone. And there used to be a lot of radical sort of movements that have all disappeared in Canada. I think I've spoken about them before, about the Women's Fire Brigade, other movements that have just disappeared in Canada.
Yeah, you've talked a little bit about them.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah. Do you know who made it? Is it American or what? Rosemary's Baby. Oh yeah. Directed by whom? Wasn't that a Polanski? It's disgusting. Just knowing that his face is the one on the other side of the camera bothers me. With all that female body horror, I'm like, who the fuck are you? How dare you? Oh my god. I'm sorry. You think Willis was just saying, right on. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's not, but like, okay. For example, and this is an obvious example, but we put on Ghostbusters for the kid the other day, and it was just like, oh yeah, right, this is a super red pill libertarian movie. I forgot. Now they go out of their way to make the government guy look like an idiot. And the main plot point of the guy was from the EPA wanting to unplug all that equipment before he knows what it does makes no damn sense. That's not what a guy from the EPA would logically do. But that's what the plot needed him to do, so that's what he does. And you're just like, that makes no sense. Oh, and he's the only redhead in the entire movie, so that's a little bit, extra stab in the ribs,
Mm. I don't really remember much of that one.
You don't remember Ghostbusters? Girl, okay.
I remember it, but I don't remember it too like that exactly because I was never a big.
Oh my god. Well, am I a couple of years older than you? I know we've been over this 20 times.
No, it was out. It was just something I didn't really watch a lot.
No, I just remember when like everybody my age was like obsessed with that cartoon for 5 minutes. It was inescapable one summer, at least where I was. I don't know.
Not here.
Wow. And it was like the same year the Ninja Turtle movie came out. Anyway.
I've seen that once too, but that's about it.
But so it's like this, like we can't even go or like just any of our favorite movies from our childhood. We always put them on for the kid and sit back and go, wow, that's some crazy ass messaging in there. What? So,
you see, I just watched horror films when I was that age, literally.
Okay, well, you saw Ghostbusters when it came out in 1984. Of course you did. Were you in college then?
See, like back in the day when I was like 6 years old, I was watching like actual horror movies because like wow. I wasn't into the Ghostbusters and all that because I'm actually watching R-rated horror shows. Scaring the shit out of myself, right? Wow. And I still loved it and still watched it.
Yeah, wow. And you didn't end up with any kind of like PTSD from that?
No.
Oh my god. Because I have a friend who grew up watching horror movies with like, she had a teenage sister when we were little. Who used to show her.
I had older cousins.
Yeah,
who used to all the time, so I'd
show
sneak
her
over
that
and watch
stuff.
it.
Right.
I don't think it really does damage people.
I don't know.
Not fully.
I don't know. She said she used to have dreams where Freddy Krueger was her best friend. That was how her brain dealt with it.
See, I let my kid watch horror movies. I just make sure that he skipped any sort of like sex parts, if there was any.
Why?
I
mean, like, not that I think kids need to be exposed to graphic sexual material, but like,
that's
why is violence okay?
Because it's different. It's different than sexual sexualization because they can't comprehend much when it comes to that. But when it comes to like horror monsters and all that, they know it's fake. And like if you make it certain that it's fake, talk about it. But right. even if it scares them a little bit, like I don't think it causes PTSD. I just don't think so. I mean, I was fine. And I loved it. I became a big horror buff, right?
I'm a big believer of different things played differently on different people. Okay. Like two kids can have the exact same experience growing up and take it completely different.
If it affected him bad, I wouldn't have let him.
Well, and I'm sure you know your kid and you know yourself. Whatever.
Exactly.
I'm just
kids like me. And right now he loves horror movies. So we're both together, always trying to find some niche one that we haven't seen before.
Nice.
Usually older because I like the practical effects. Right. I hate that everything's CGI now.
Right. Well, how
took
boring.
Out the practical effects, which made horror the best.
Boring. How boring. I just, I don't know. I think I get scared by things that are not horror movies, and then I don't necessarily want to watch horror movies.
Well, see, that's the thing about horror movies is that it's that's what makes it camp, is because it's so out there.
Okay. So it's not supposed to be scary?
Well, it's supposed to be, but that doesn't make it so.
I mean, okay. I just like for whatever reason, the one that's coming to my mind that really scared the bejesus out of me as like an 8-year-old was Terminator 2. And I don't think that's a horror movie, technically speaking.
It's not.
So, like my personal, that scared the shit out of me the first time I saw it, that one's way up there for me. Like, I don't know. It was like it was 8, I don't know. But what would you recommend as an entree to such things? Like it's a beginner horror movie.
Well, I don't know about beginner horror movies. I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know about beginner stuff. Fuck that. That was 30 years ago. You don't remember.
Yeah, well, I never watched any beginner horror movies. I literally was just in that. I just see. I'm not into Friday the.
I'm sorry.
I'm not into Friday the 13th or Halloween or any of those slasher films. I don't like slashers.
What an amazing! That sounds like an X-Men movie,
right?
Like what an amazing concept. Movie. Wait a minute. Why is Jason in Friday the 13th? Jason's Halloween. Don't fuck with me like that, right? No, wait.
Jason's Friday the 13th. Halloween's Michael Myers.
Right, yeah, sorry.
Or Chucky, which, things like that. Those are just slasher movies. Those are boring, I find. I like actual horror, actual horror where there's monsters and
Right. No, my favorite. I don't know if this. I want to be a smart ass and say that my favorite slasher movie is Jurassic Park.
That's okay.
I know it's not. But it felt like when we were watching.
My favorite when I was a kid, it was Hellraiser, though. I loved that. The first one and the second one.
Right.
Because there's this whole the lore behind it, right? There's actual it's not just kill slash. Let's see what we can do. How many ways we can kill a person. That's not the point. And so a lot of
that's not entertaining.
Boring. I find that boring, right?
Well, I don't know about boring, but it's certainly not entertaining.
Well, it's not entertaining. It's the same thing. You just kill people. It's just different ways of killing someone. I like the plot of horror when it's got actual mythology and lore behind it, the story.
Right. But you say you're not just in it for the sadism, which I would applaud.
Yeah, no, it's not about this. I'm not in for the sadism part aspect of it. I like the fantastical portion.
Right. I think some people really are in it for the sadism, though.
Oh yeah, those are the ones that are watch slasher movies.
Yeah. Right.
Because there's no plot to them.
No.
So what else do you have?
Right. It's at the most there's a MacGuffin,
Yeah, you've seen Hellraiser. Yeah, the first one, with the whole lore behind the Leviathan, which is the god of their world, which is where they take people back into, and it's your own hell world. And then they create the centibites. Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Are demons, right? And they live in this sort of world
Yeah.
A different dimension. And then there's a puzzle box, and that's the opening of the sort of portal to that. And then they take you with them to experience the extremes of pleasure and pain. Right. And so they torture you for endless times. Right. And so it's about a girl who has moved to England with her father. And or is it England? I think they are in. Anyway, so they moved to a new house, and I guess because he married a new woman, right? So a stepwife, and she actually had cheated on him with his brother, but the brother was like a drifter. He didn't have a permanent residence. He was just like, anyways, he found the puzzle box and pulled him in, right? But then he escaped. And so she's got to kill people so that he can take their skin to skinwalk. Yeah, don't open the box. So anyway, and then she ends up finding this box, opens it up, and she makes a deal with the Cenobites that are there that work for Leviathan to take back her uncle instead, the brother, right? And so they go after, and for her not to be taken with them, she said she'll give an exchange for the one that escaped. And so and then she finds them, and they make a deal. Of course, they try to it's a good movie.
Right on. It sounds like it definitely has a plot.
Yeah, it has a plot.
Unlike the one, I just remembered. I did enjoy the Paranormal Activity movies. Don't judge me.
Okay.
I know those are bad, but you want to talk about campy, guilty pleasure? Oh my god, it was so funny.
Right.
And the found footage just gets me every time because I don't like it. Puts aside the cinematography of it all. It puts aside the filmmaking of it all, and I can just shut off the part of my brain that wants to analyze the filmmaking and just watch the story.
That's good.
Yeah.
See, that's something.
Well, so we watched the shoot, the racist one with the black kid and the white girl. What was the one? The horror movie, Get Out. That one.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
I heard it's good though.
It was. It was. I enjoyed it, and it was one of those of like every other shot was immaculate, and beautiful, and it takes me out of the plot because I'm like, oh, the cinematography is so good. Nope. Plot, dialogue. Listening to that, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's funny. Yeah, then there's Ginger Snaps. That's probably my other favorite one, other than Hellraiser.
Not today.
Have you seen?
You want to go to the creek?
Snaps,
not
Scott?
Today. Why not today? Because we're both sick.
Because if you haven't seen it, Scott, you need to.
You want to get a little dirty water? Yeah. Oh, you know what you could do is you could take some regular water, go and pour it on the ground, and then it would become dirty water. Yeah, but how do I get it back? With a dropper. You don't have a little dropper, little squeezy ball at the end? Yeah. It's that part of the week homesick where everybody's kind of starting to feel better and being a little stir crazy. You know.
Yeah.
Are
you still there, Scott?
Oh no. I hope we didn't lose him. We're supposedly have 4 people listening to us right now. I can't imagine. Oh my goodness. And you're gonna have to go here in a minute anyway, right? Because you got an important meeting.
I was actually you didn't notice, but I was getting dressed because I was in pajamas.
Cool. I'm excited for you. I'm glad you're making.
You should definitely watch Ginger Snaps. I think you'd like that if you haven't seen it.
And I'm so glad you're making money off your mirrors. That Labradorite have drool.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I made. I sold one. And I've made 2 extras. I'm on my 3rd extra one that since last I talked to you.
He's talking to his girlfriend about lunch options.
Oh.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I was saying, I know you were busy, so I'll say it again. If you haven't seen Ginger Snaps, you need to see it. You should watch it. It's a good one. You haven't? Okay, you have to watch it. And next time we're here, you got to tell me how you like it. How do you like it? If you liked it. But you will. Ginger Snaps is really good.
And don't worry about spoiling it for me. The likelihood I'm actually going to get around to sitting down and watching it is like,
yeah. Well, it's just about these two teenage girls who are sort of like the outskirts of like, normal, just like, odd sort of like,
right.
out, and they're just like a year apart, but in their same grade. But they're just sort of like the off sort of weird kids, and one of them gets attacked by a werewolf, and it's just her sister trying to help her find a cure and stuff. And she's changing, and so the werewolf sort of metamorphosis doesn't happen just on full moons. What happens is that it's like a parasite that takes over your body, and it slowly morphs you into this like gross creature thing. Yeah. And it's really good. It's really good.
Right on.
It's really good. And it was actually one of the good Canadian horror movies. Canada actually makes quite a few, or used to, I don't know about now, used to make a lot of independent horror films. Like they were like,
oh my God. Yeah. Speaking of independent horror films, and you mentioned The Evil Dead earlier, I actually live right around where that original movie was filmed.
Oh, yeah, it was, yeah.
That cabin used to be a minor tourist attraction around here. It is now gone. But that was one of the first things my husband told me when I came to visit him down here. It's like the cabin from Evil Dead used to be right around here. I'm like, okay.
That was such a fun play that I went to when they were just spurting guts and like gore everywhere, all over us. We're just getting soaked, right?
Oh my gosh!
By the fake blood and guts. It was great.
Did they provide you with like a plastic Mac to hold up or something?
No, they just yeah, you can just wash it out. It's washable. Just don't wear white. If you get the splatter seats, that's what they call them, the splatter seats.
Right,
you can ask for splatter seats or not. So it's something that you actually opt into.
Right. Oh my gosh.
We're like, yeah, we'll take the splatter seats. I went with two of my girlfriends. Like, it was great.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
Another one that I really liked when I was younger was The Thing is really good.
Oh, yes. That one is beloved by horror fans everywhere.
Yes. The Mist actually is really good. That's actually a Stephen King one. I liked that one.
Oh, yeah.
The Mist it's got such a brutal ending, such a whole, like, what happens at the end of that one is really just shocking.
Oh,
you're just like, oh my God, that's horrible. But it's good. It's good. It really throws you. The CGI in it kind of sucks though, but I mean, you'll pass it. Oh, another one when growing up that I really liked was Chud.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Humanoid underground dwellers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. YouTube even has it for free. You could just go Ginger Snaps right on YouTube, and it comes right up.
Free. Oh, nice.
So you don't even have to go to Tubi. You can just watch it on YouTube.
YouTube has a lot of movies these days.
Yeah, but they usually charge you. But Ginger Snaps is completely free, and it's not. I'm trying to think of any other ones that like come to mind, but I'm drawing a blank because I'm just tired.
That's okay. I don't have any. I can't really match you with like, here's the movies I grew up watching in my favorite genre because I don't.
Hellraiser and Chud and Ginger Snaps.
So
they're a
like,
little bit weird.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't really have any like comfort films put on. I don't know. The Birdcage is a consistent comfort view for me because it's, all fun and games and goofy and reminds me of the 90s back when none of the shit was really heavy. I don't know. And I could just watch Robin Williams be goofy forever. Kitty, if you like horror movies and haven't seen Jugface, also called The Pit, I'd highly recommend it.
Jugface sounds familiar. I'll have to look it up to see if I've seen it. But I might not have. So yeah, I'll definitely take that recommendation. I love horror. And it's so hard to find good new ones because a lot of the new horrors are all the same. They just sort of copy each other. Are you a big horror fan, Mel?
There does seem to be a lot of saturated same. Yeah, yes.
Yes. My horror fans, we are accumulating.
I wish I could say that I am. I'm too sensitive,
Yeah. Some of them are very predictable.
I just don't like to.
Though.
I am, but like you said, the horror needs to be good or original. Well, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Right? Yeah, and I find that new media just not providing any sort of new sort of standard or a new story.
And it's like that in every genre right now.
Yeah, it's like that basically in every genre.
Creativity is dead in every genre right now. It's so weird.
But I love, and the thing is too, also loving practical effects, right? I love the practical effects and how good they can be.
Nobody does those anymore. CGI. Nobody does those anymore. Oh my god.
Yep.
If you could save one person from the last 35 years, we could try Jim Henson. I wonder what he'd have.
Bring her back. Bring Her Back has practical effects. Pretty good. Actually, really good practical effects.
My cat went to her lunch with too. They don't even have real sets anymore most of the time. Yeah, right. The CG sets. That's so weird.
Yep.
You seen that footage of Ian McKellen crying for making The Hobbit? Oh my god, yeah. Because they were making The Hobbit, and he was in a room by himself and surrounded by green screen trying to do Gandalf at like
oh my god.
Yeah, because they were going to have to CG him into the scene, and he just broke down crying because he's trying to do his job in a room by himself, and it was just so sad. Oh my god, yeah, that broke my heart. Yeah, watching this old man cry because they've stuck him in a room by himself, and he's used to having like other actors to work with and shit. Sad.
Yeah.
That's some kind of low point in filmmaking, right? That's a low point.
Yeah.
And shit, that was 10 years ago, right?
I couldn't even imagine. Fuck that. We bring back practical effects. Bring back actual story writers.
Yeah.
And stop remaking everything, because when you remake it, it's shit.
Thank you, right?
I tried watching Pet Sematary. Oh my god, the new Hellraiser that they made. Oh my god, both of them were just horrible. Horrible.
Wow.
I had to stop. I couldn't finish them.
No, and it's like, okay, I feel like a lot of us agree that our current era is like bereft of depth. Yeah. Why do we feel like we have anything to add to these classic stories? Like, why?
We don't, but it's easy money because you don't have to really get that many good story writers with ideas.
Yeah.
You just steal someone else's and then make it worse.
Yeah, no, and it's just so weird because that there are people out there writing shit all the time. There's people out there writing stuff all the time.
But there's more people just trying to make a buck by AI chat boxing the whole thing and spitting them out onto Amazon.
You know what? And that is one thing I will say for Jenna Moreci, because the third in her trilogy finally came out last week or some shit. And I'm like, you don't know who that is, dude.
Who?
This, Jenna Moreci, this booktuber lady.
Not a clue.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Really quickly. girl gets notoriety, minor celebrity in BookTube for writing advice. Then her novel comes out, and it's really bad. Okay. So, and it's just been this saga ever since for the last 5 or 6 years of, if you're into that sort of thing, is drama. My cat is watching your live stream. Hi, kitty.
My kitty's sitting beside the live stream, wanting it to be done so she can go on my lap.
Yeah. But so, yeah, and it was the first one it's like the Hunger Games meets The Bachelorette. Okay.
Oh, that sounds stupid.
It is. But it was her writing what she wanted to write and having fun with it. Okay. She was writing her smutty, fun thing, and that's what that was. And it's like, if it's not your thing, then like, whatever. That's fine. And then the second one was the same book from the other character's perspective. And you're like, wait, what? That's not how trilogies work, hon. That's not what you do.
Wow.
What? Yeah. And then the third one that just came out is so, like, okay, character can teleport. Yeah? And then there is like a plot point that can only be solved by taking this long journey. And you're like, you can so...
Oh my god.
Yeah. So
that sounds horrible.
It is, but it's so
that sounds so horrible.
It is.
That's a burning. That's a burning.
That's a paddling. Yep. But like, oh my, I don't know. It's just it's so I've discovered this entire like BookTube community of who are bonding over like how awful all of this is. I don't know. It's
yeah. Looking at the time now, I actually got to go.
Okay. I was expecting that any minute.
To be able to make it to the appointment. So thank you for having me on. We didn't get to the book, but we'll get to that next time.
Next Friday.
Next week. Yeah.
Yeah. For real. All right.
Awesome.
Good luck at the bank. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye, Scott. Bye, Val. See you guys next time. Bye, guys.